Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to cycle villagers efficiently and how to get purification and other ways to cure villagers without purification. So let's get to it. So first off, we need purification. So what is purification? Well, purification basically cures any zombie villagers and makes them into a villager. This is what we want. The cartographers are useful actually. You want to keep your cartographers around because they can turn into librarians if you infect them and then cure them. They have a chance. It's like a 50-50. So yeah, you actually do want to keep cartographers around. They're actually useful. So that's why you want purification. I will go ahead and say it is the most powerful enchantment in the game just because it unlocks every single enchantment in the game with enough time, of course, because that still takes a long time. It is RNG, no matter how you look at it, no matter how you do it. Getting all the enchantments you need, it's just luck. You're gonna spend a long time doing that because there's so many. So how do you get purification? Well, I explained it to you what it is. I'm gonna tell you how to get it. So you can only apply it on axes. That has been changed to only apply on axes now. You can no longer apply it on pet armor. That is fixed. And people were applying on pet armor because pet armor does like no damage. Now you need to apply it on an axe, and axes do quite a bit of damage. So yeah, you can get it from enchantments, from enchanting it from a table. You know, basic loot, from dungeon chests, and then of course you can get it from villager trades. So you really want to, if you really need it, if you're in a crunch, you can just use enchantment table. I would recommend using these three types of axes: the battle axe from Spartan Weaponry, the Better Survival battle axe, and just a vanilla axe. So yeah, I can only go on axes. You can only get it from axes. So you have to do a lot of this, a lot of enchantments to get the purification, because it is going to take a while to get it to level 5. And yeah, so I recommend maybe iron. No, wait. Well, when you're going to be doing this, actually, you want to be using the disenchantment table because you're going to get things like this. You're going to get the purification, like 1 under all these enchantments. So it's not going to help. Really, it's not. You're going to use purification 1 to cure things. It's not going to really help. You're going to want to use, you want things like this. You're going to want to use purification 5 or something very high level like that. 4 would work too. I mean, once you get enough 5, it's obviously ideal. But yeah, you're going to want these types of axes. Purification just by itself or on top. You're not always going to get it like that. But like I said earlier, if you're going to be doing this, I recommend you start doing this when you have the disenchantment table at your disposal. Because this enchantment table is going to allow you to combine them together and break them apart. And that is what you want to do to, yeah, to max it out. So yeah. Like I said, these 3 axes can provide you with the purification enchantment from the table. You're going to have to finagle around with the torches, of course. See you can get the appropriate level. You know, it's going to take a lot of adjustments to get your purification from here. I'm not getting it right now, but yeah, I did test it. You can get it on each type of axe. Yeah, so you have the enchantment table. That is like, I guess, your easiest way with, well, you still have to rely on RNG, but it's like a lot more feasible. It's just more tedious with the villager method or dungeons. Yeah, that is a whole different story. But yeah, this is your most passive way of getting it. If you don't get it, of course, just cycle through them, and then you got another 3 chances because you got 3 different types of axes that each give you 3 different sets of enchantments before you have to reset them to get purification. So these all give different enchantments. Do they? Wait, that's flinging. Yeah, okay, they do. It's because they had been rather pods on the first one. Yeah, so use these 3 types of axes and you will get it eventually. Okay, so you don't technically need purification. You can do it the old-fashioned way with vanilla mechanics. You got, you know, the villagers, you cure them. You have the igloo from, I think it was 1.10 or 1.11, one of those updates. One of those 2. I know it was, I think 1.10. But that igloo that shows you a little Easter egg where you just go down the ladder and they have weakness pots and one zombie villager and one regular villager next to each other, separated in a cell. You know, you got that. And the golden apples, of course. You could do it the old-fashioned way. It's just nowhere near as efficient and swift as purification. You know, it's basically an all-in-one in a sword, or in an axe in this case, in Earlcraft. But you could still do it this way. And it actually is more efficient in Earlcraft than in vanilla. So yeah, you could brew your potions, put your 3 water bottles right here. Get your, oh, these are zombie spawner eggs. Your fermented spider eye, which is kind of a pain to get a hold of, but with enough time, you'll get a lot. And, you know, brew your weakness potions. And that's how you get weakness potions. Just water and fermented spider eye. And then with that, you're going to have to use gunpowder to make it to a throwable. And then you can start curing them. That's a lot of steps. That's a lot of steps. And yeah, golden apple, of course, which is another resource that you're going to need a lot of. Because it takes 1 for every single villager you cure, which is going to add up over time. You can also you brew your potions in a cauldron in the new 2.9.2 update. Well, now it's 2.9.3, but you know, the 2.9.3 barely added anything. So yeah, you could brew your stuff here in a cauldrons now. So all you need, you know, same thing here, just water, except this time you don't need blaze powder, which is another cost of using brune sand. You need water, and then to make, I don't know why it glows. That's really weird, but to make weakness pots, like I just showed you, it took 1, but in this case, it takes 2 for it to brew in a cauldron. And there it goes. It just takes a moment. But now you got your weakness pot here. It's 3 bottles. This one is 3 as well, but this one only took 1. This one took 2. So yeah, it is more expensive to craft it in a cauldron. But that is another way you can do it if you need it desperately, or if you have a lot of spider eyes. I mean, if you have a lot of spider eyes or fermented spider eyes, such to say, that's not really a big drawback. So you got that going for you, and it also has to be under on top of fire. That is a requirement, and yeah, you could just leave it there. It's not going to spoil or anything. And then yeah, you have your pots right there. But the better way to do this is to brew them here, like I just did. Because you're going to get a 1-to-3 ratio instead of a 2-to-3 ratio. And you're just going to want to dunk them in a cauldron. You can do that. I'm in creative mode. I should not be in creative mode. Okay. Yeah, like I said, you just dump them in a cauldron and you can take them out as well. You could do whatever you want with them. Just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Like, yeah, so it's better. This is better objectively, unless you don't have the resources, because it's going to be more efficient. So yeah, you want to do it like that. Brew them here, dump them here, and you want to know, why am I still bringing up the cauldron after I just said that the brewing sand is better? Well, you can also dip your weapons in a cauldron. It's not doing it. Wait, what? Okay. So for some reason it wasn't doing an iron axe. I guess because it's not a weapon. Like, technically, like a real weapon. It's just like a tool. Anyways, you can dip your weapons in a cauldron. And now I have weakness for 11 seconds. And I have 8 out of 64 hits remaining of weakness. So every time I hit things with this axe, it's going to apply weakness for 11 seconds. That is OP. 11... Well, not 11 seconds. 8 hits, though. 8 hits. That's 8 times I can hit things. That is a lot. So you're getting a 3 to 24 ratio with this method. So let's say you brew a full batch of 3. Now you got 24 hits to get your villagers cured. And of course, this is where the golden apple is just going to be a pain in the ass to refill. Like, you're going to need a lot of golden apples. Now golden apples are going to be the main limiting factor here, because I mean, obviously you're gonna have so much weakness on your weapons that well, golden apples are just naturally going to become a limiting resource. So yeah, you can stack it up to 64, of course. And it doesn't have to be an axe. For this case, it does not have to be an axe. This is just a whole different thing. It does not have to do anything in purification. You could just use a sword, anything else, pretty much. Just attack your thing and cure it. And yeah, so let me just demonstrate to you that this does work. This indeed does work. This is if you really need villager enchants, or if you really want to gamble pretty much for a purification, and this is the method you choose. Well, this is how you do it. So this has weakness on it. Hit the zombie with an apple before the effect runs out. But you got 11 seconds, so you should not have to worry about that. And there you go. He is now being cured, just like the vanilla way, but this time you can apply potion effects on your weapons. So yes, this is the method to get your zombie villagers cured without the purification enchantment. You want to do it like this. Let me recap real quick. Brew your stuff here. Brew your 3 potions here. It's a better ratio than dumping them in here. Brew them here. Empty your pots here. And then right click with your weapon to get the pot effect, and you are good to go. Just do not use your weapon in regular combat, or you'll be wasting your weakness effect. Just, yeah, have it like in the back of your inventory. And then when you need more weakness, do the same thing. Refill. You got 11 seconds. That should be more than enough to cure your villagers. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this segment. Now I will get into the enchantments here. So, the best weapon. We're going back to purification, by the way. If you get your purification now from, let's say, enchantment table or villager, the best weapon to use your purification book on is the golden battle axe from Better Survival. I've seen every single battle axe in the game, and this one is by far the best choice to use. It does the least damage. You either want to use wood or gold because they have the least damage out of all other like types you can get. But gold has a special ability called Golden Osmosis, which you need to activate from your magic. And this is basically mending, but it doesn't really need XP to be collected. It just siphons XP from your bar into your weapon, as long as you hold it, or if you wear armor. That's what it does, and it is really good to repair your things and not have to worry about them going bye-bye. So yeah, you want to use gold. It does less damage, and you have mending pretty much. And yeah, purification, of course, you want to apply it like that. And I would personally, if you have the books to spare, it is not a necessity. You want a breaking 3. It's like insurance. I ran into an instance where I completely did not look at my XP bar, and I was out of levels, and my tool was breaking. Because trust me, the method I'm about to show you is fast, but like I said earlier, it is RNG. You will still need to grind this a lot and repeat this process, rinse and repeat so many times until you get all enchantments you need. That does not include saving the villagers, transporting them somewhere safe, and that is a whole process that takes a ton of time, and it is a lot. So yeah, I would put Unbreaking 3 just for insurance. Oh, you see, he cured himself. And yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry, because then if you lose your tool, if you break it because you don't have any more XP in your bar, you just lost your strongest enchantment and your source of all enchantments in the game, and you're gonna have to do this all over again. So yes, I would apply Unbreaking 3. If not, make sure you're always packing a lot of levels. By a lot, I mean like maybe 20 plus. But at the same time, you don't want to pack too much, because then if you die, you're going to lose them. You know, it's a bad thing to happen. Yeah, so that is what I recommend here. Purification 5 and Breaking 3 on your Golden Battle Axe. And yeah, without further ado, I will show you how to cure your villagers the most effective way in the game. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to cure the villagers the fastest way possible. So what you're going to need is a two-handed weapon, your main weapon to purify them, of course, and a transportation cart. And you will also need a zombie that can carry things. That is very important to make this faster. So this zombie is already carrying an iron sword. You're going to want to put him in the cart. I have the villager in a cart just so he doesn't run off, and it's easier to get him. So yeah, you're also going to need a villager, by the way, a librarian or photographer, either work. And you're going to want to press the zombie towards him, get him in there, and you're also going to need a 2-block pillar, something like this. So yeah, you go behind a pillar, and you let the zombie do his thing. And there you go. Also, when this happens, you're going to want to put your battle axe in your offhand. You're going to want to have that 2-handed weapon in your main hand. The 2-handed weapon makes it so you deal less damage and you swing slower. So that's why you want to have it like that. And then you want to start clicking off of the villager and then start hitting him. What this does is it makes it so you don't get a crit at all. And you just keep doing this over and over again until you get all the enchants you need. Like literally you just stand here for hours doing this. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while, but with having the weapon on your offhand and having the penalty with the 2-handed penalty, you are most likely not going to kill the villager because you're only dealing 1 damage and you're swinging very slow. Yeah, so this is like the safest and fastest way to do this. There's also 50% damage penalty on offhand weapons. It doesn't matter what it is. So that 50% damage penalty stacked with the 2-handed penalty is just going to deal no damage at all. And then you can also put a bad reforge on your battle axe. Something that makes it deal less damage is ideal. So yeah, what I'm doing, just do it non-stop. Click off the villager and then just see what he has and cure him and, you know, rinse and repeat. And the zombie will do all the work. With this, you're going to want to be on your toes, because if you do get a very good enchantment, you're going to want to break the cart immediately, because the zombie is going to keep attacking him. And, you know, he's basically a sitting duck. Like, let's see, I want Supreme Fire Specs. You want to break the cart, then you want to put a zombie in there and do your business with villager. And then when you're done, you know, just do exactly the same thing again. Get the cart and put him back in there. The zombies should not always attack you. Sometimes they will. But most of the time, you'll be safe. And yeah, once you deal your business, reposition him. And just start the cycle again. So yeah, also when you're right clicking with the battle axe, you do not have to worry about accidentally killing the villager, because opening the villager's inventory will overwrite actually hitting him. So you do not have to worry at all about accidentally hitting a villager when you're right clicking with the battle axe. It overwrites it with opening its inventory. That is another good thing about this. It's a fail safe, so you don't accidentally kill him. But yeah, like I said earlier, you gotta really be paying attention for this. I recommend you watch, or not watch anything actually. You listen to a podcast, anything like that, audio stuff, Spotify, music, something. You need to keep your eyes on the screen, because you have to see what enchant you're getting. Because if it's Supreme Sharpness or Advanced Protection, you are going to get screwed, and you're going to have to get it all over again if the zombie kills it too fast. And that is detrimental to your progress. So yeah, like just the exact thing I'm doing. Keep doing it endlessly. And if you accidentally hit the zombie, he's going to aggro on you, and he's not going to attack the villager, no matter if you're in his line of sight or not. So that's when you're going to have to walk like 24, 30 blocks away, so he can lose sight of you completely, and we can restart on a villager. Just be careful though, you don't want to get too far, or the villager might despawn. A zombie won't, because he's holding an item, but the villager might. He could very well despawn. And with all that said, oh, there's one more detail with the weapon. So the zombie deals +2 damage plus the weapon's damage. So an iron sword deals 6 damage. The zombie adds 2 damage to that, so it's 8. So that means he's gonna 3-hit the villager since it has 20 health. You're gonna want to time this to timing you want that's gonna work for you. So I let the zombie carry an iron sword so he can 3-hit the villager, which gives me enough time to check what he has and break the cart if I need to rescue him. If you put something like a stone axe, that's gonna 2-hit the villager. It's gonna go faster, but you're also gonna risk losing a good enchant and killing the villager that you do not want to kill. So I recommend an iron sword. Something that 3 hits them is gonna be better. It's gonna give you enough time, and it's still gonna go fast. But other than that, I mean, there's not much else to say other than just check your L menu. Do not level up your random crit and melee damage until you've gotten everything you needed to get done with this. And yeah, check your baubles, check your L menu, make sure there's no damage amplifiers, and I think that pretty much covers it. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope this helped you, and hope you get all the enchants you need. And yeah, have a good one.